Here we go on this Temple Talk Tuesday. All right, folks. Today's topic, settling pigeons. Everyone has a different method, a different style of settling their birds. Depending on how old the birds are, you could be successful or you could be a failure. I've been on both sides of the coin. Pigeons, some are better than others as far as doesn't matter what breed. Sometimes some pigeons you can settle them even at 6 months old. Never been out, you can settle birds 6 months old. A little harder, but it's doable. Most guys like to settle their birds really young. I know in the past I've talked to New York Tony. He used to settle his birds. He would say 3/4 tip. 3/4 tip, meaning as soon as those babies were about 3/4 tip of being fully grown as far as the wingspan, he would push them out. He didn't care. He'd push them out onto the board and they can't go far and they wouldn't go far and they would stick around the house. Now, behind me I have 4 different ages. I can tell you that one is super old and there's one that's younger. I would go with the youngest. This bird should be in the loft by now, learning the trap, learning the board, learning the feeding program. This guy here is the rookie of the rookie. As you can see, he's still very young. Just got pecked. He still has a little bit of yellow fuzz left on his neck. You can see. Neck, his chest, a little bit of yellow fuzz. Stand by. Okay, continuing with this video. Like I was saying, this is the youngest one I have right now that I can pull out of the nest. He's still, his eyes are a little cloudy. A little bit, not a whole lot, but he's still very docile and tame. And I can leave him right here. And he's not gonna go anywhere. That bird is awfully young. He sees the other pigeons, he may wanna go in there. Now the oldest bird I have, which I'll get right here. The oldest bird I have is this guy right here. No, this guy right over here. Smart bird already trying to get in. Now this bird right here, this blue bar, he's older, or she's older. It looks like a little hen. She's already started molting. As you can see, she's older. I bred her at the beginning of the year. Haven't flown her. You see, she already dropped a flight there. Let's check the other side. Same thing on the other side. Which brings me into this next topic. This bird being the oldest one I have in the loft, very low band number. I'll read it to you. Band number 1305. So it's the 5th pigeon bred at the beginning of the year. So this bird's got to be already a few months old. If I were to settle this bird, here's what I would use. Nice wide painter's tape. Real simple. I'm going to show you how this is done. Keep this bird from flying. So I am going to I'm getting behind the camera so I can illustrate or demonstrate, demonstrate exactly how to go about this. So I'm going to pull a nice size piece of tape. And folks, this is not going to hurt the pigeon's feathers. It works. I just do one side, painter's tape. Very nice, very forgiving on the pigeon's feathers. If you're left-handed, right-handed, whichever is your strongest. I grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primary tips. I get them like this together. Take this piece of tape right here in the center, firmly on the stem. I press down on it and I just flip it around like so. Just ball it around like so. And the nice thing about this tape is very forgiving. When you go to take this tape off, it will last a few days on the bird. Now, painter's tape is not made to stay on there permanently, but it does work. And you go ahead and firmly tape this wing up like so. You don't have to go very long and thick. You can go short, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it like this. I got it nice and tight. And folks, this bird, if it does pick up any height, it won't be no higher than that shelf over there. But I'll go ahead and release him. See what happens. He goes straight down. He can't fly. He's weighed down by his wing. And this bird, I can start training to the board, training to the bucks or the bobs or whatever you have for trapping system. Although he's older, he's not going to learn to go up in the air and not know how to fly and land properly on the loft. This bird's never been out. It's a few months old. I can settle this bird to the loft with no problem. And there you have it, folks. Those two, I have them in the loft right now. And hopefully I can get them. Now that baby just took off. He can't fly very much because he doesn't have the strength. He doesn't have the thrust. Look. I can grab him. You see this? He's an immature baby. You see that? Very simple. That one's advanced and that one's not. The youngest there, I could settle to the loft right now with no problems. That one, if the wing was not taped, it would take off and never land. And never know how to land on the loft or land on the board. And so on. So, folks, for Tippler Talk Tuesday, real simple, 5 primaries. It'll stay on there pretty good for a few days if you want to keep it like that. And when you go to remove it, it's real simple. Check this out, folks. Real simple. It will not hurt the feathers. And let's just face it, we're not beating up the birds. We're not, removing flights and waiting for flights to grow back. People do it all kinds of ways. I've done it all kinds of ways. Cut flights, remove the flights, put rubber bands. It all works. It's whatever works for you. Here, look how I'm taking this off of here. No problem. And I'm not gonna hurt the pigeon. It's gotta it'd be nice with 2 extra pair of hands, but look, I can do this one with 2 hands. With someone else is even better. And what I like about this tape, it's not so sticky that it's going to rip apart the pigeon feathers. Look, no feathers on the tape. Nice. And check this out. It may ruffle the feathers up a little bit. No big deal. That I can live with that because those feathers, within about 30 minutes or so, they prune themselves and it'll get right back in place. Now, watch what happens. All right? He can fly a little bit better. All right, folks. Thank you for watching on this Tippler Talk Tuesday. I'll put this guy back in. I'll put this little guy back in. Till next time, like always, please like, share, subscribe. Listen, time flying. Athletics over aesthetics. Remember that. I'm off this.